Hey, I want to talk about something that can be a little bit uncomfortable for a lot of family businesses, and that is, and it keeps you from having meetings, and frankly, even when you're having decent meetings, sometimes this becomes an issue. So I want to talk to you about conflict, because conflict really does come up in meetings, right? And it's people have different points of view, and I want you to start thinking about conflict is actually a good thing, not a bad thing. Because in a company where nobody is disagreeing with anybody else, that's not a healthy company. Because what's happening is they're having disagreements. They're just doing it in the meeting behind the meeting, right? So you conclude the meeting and somebody didn't agree with something, they don't speak up. All they're going to do is go to the water cooler, or walk outside, and they're going to talk to somebody about, well, I didn't agree with this or I didn't agree with that, right? And that is not a healthy company. So I want you as a leader in your company to start thinking about, it's okay to have conflict. It's okay for people to express their views. And trust me, when you start building that in where people are listening to other points of view, they're acknowledging other people, that conflict becomes what we call productive conflict. In other words, you're going to come out with a better solution. Now, as a leader, one of your concerns might be, all right, so how long do I let this go on? And what if somebody disagrees with me, right? I want control, and I want to make sure things are going well. Well, here's the deal. You've got to have this formula where people can actually express their views. And if you feel like it's not getting solved, you call timeout and you say, guys, I can tell that this is something that's going to take a lot more facts. It's going to take a lot more discussion. Let's set up a time to really address this. So you don't totally derail the meeting, but you let people express opinions and differing opinions. So conflict's actually good. And what we find is in really healthy companies that are soaring and growing, differences of opinion and conflict come up, and it is expected and encouraged and okay. So that's another thing that you as a leader can do, is to say, I love that you have a different opinion. Like, even if you don't agree with it, I love that you have a different opinion. You bring in some valuable points. So make sure that in your meetings that you allow some conflict, but also that if you feel like it's not going to get solved, that you don't just go around in circles and keep everybody frustrated. You have a separate meeting for that. So conflict is good. Conflict is good. And even if you're an introvert and you hate conflict, to be a great leader of a company, you've got to get comfortable with that. Sorry, I know that may not be good news, but here's the thing. I want to brag on a guy that I've seen do this. I've been working now with a guy for about 5 years, building an amazing company. They're just getting more and more profitable. And one of the things I'm seeing is he now has the ability to just sit still within that conflict and just let it happen, and then step back in and appreciate the opinions and make a decision. It is so awesome to see that. Conflict's good. Thanks, you guys.